I cried a little bit. I'm going through a lot of different emotions as I'm turning 28, and I just want to give you a heads up. But thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for wanting to be here, and I hope you guys do enjoy this really raw and real video that most people probably will not film on their birthdays. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so grateful that you are wanting to be here with me. As you can see from the title of the video, my name is Jordan Lynn, and today we're going to do a get ready with me, but a little different because I am turning 28. And so I don't want to just do like a 28 things I've learned. Let's just like talk about what I've been going through. I feel like the last couple of weeks I've been really heavy on my heart, and I've been a little bit more like absent from YouTube, from socials, and yeah, I feel like a lot's going on in my brain, and I just want to like talk to you guys about it. If you're turning 28, or if you're turning, you know, 26, 27, 28, I feel like it's such a weird time in life. Like, it's so weird. John, my boyfriend, we didn't know, was turning 30 in September, and I was talking to him about it because he's like, what's going on? Like, you seem a little off. And I'm like, I don't know. I may have tears coming. I can feel them behind my eyes. I already cried once this morning. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I will share my makeup routine with you guys as well in this video. I posted it to my Instagram and TikTok as well, so if you want to go see like a very quick snippet of my just everyday makeup routine, kind of my summer routine, probably it's just very minimal, it's basic. It's not anything that I was doing previously because my acne has completely gone away and I just have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, so you'll see that my routine is very simplified as to a couple months ago if you guys probably go watch one. I've actually sat down and recorded multiple get readies with me that I've never posted because I just did not feel confident in my skin, and I'm just so grateful that I continue to find routines that work well with my skin, because it's not always been great. If you've been here a while, you know that I got really bad acne back in like 2020 got really bad again, and I'm trying to think, was it 2020? Yeah, 2021. Yeah, things just like really took a turn. That's like the worst my skin has ever been in my entire life. And then this past like January, March, April, it was like really like February, March, April when my skin took a huge turn. And then when I quit my job and like really just focused on my well-being and my cortisol and my anxiety and all of that, my skin has just tremendously gotten better. And so that's just a little recap of my skin journey. If you have not been on it, I am going to do like a before and after on TikTok, so I will get that up there for you guys so you guys can see the before and afters, because I'm just grateful for the skin. But anyways, let's get into this routine. I am starting off with just spraying my face with this Delba First Spray Serum. This stuff is magic in a bottle. So good. So the serum like sits on top and then the liquid's on the bottom, and so you shake it and it just like mixes together, and I just find it to be like way better primer for me in this routine than any other product I've used in the past. This is what works for me. The first thing that I really started doing within my makeup routine that kind of changed things for me was doing my eyebrows first, so the gel doesn't like get tons of foundation in it. I don't know, it's just like what works for me. But I use the Patrick Ta for Brows Major Brow Lamination Gel. I've never seen anyone talk about this brow gel on the internet ever, and it's by far my favorite brow gel I've ever used. I have very coarse eyebrows and they are very stubborn, and this is the only one that actually gets these hairs slicked back with minimal products. I don't even get my brows laminated anymore because this product works so well. So being 28, turning 28 really is a significant time in life for anyone, because that's when your Saturn returns. When it comes to your Saturn return, I don't know everything in depth, but when you're born, your Saturn, I think, is in your first house, and then it takes 28 years for Saturn to go back into your first house, I believe. I could be really wrong, so do not quote me on that, but it's something like that. But it really does signify an end to your childhood, an end to a cycle, an end to a karmic cycle, and really beginning to something new. And it's kind of crazy because you do see a lot of shifts when you turn 28, not just like physically, but mentally. And one of the biggest mental challenges that I'm going through, I can say right now, is my purpose in life. And I don't know if it's because like what's going on in the world right now, and things are moving so fast, and I feel like I have a really hard time catching up and just like staying with the modern times. Does that even make sense? Like, I sound like I'm from the pilgrimage. Like, it's just like I have a really hard time not living a purposeful life. And it's something that I have been struggling with the past 3 months as I have taken on content creation full time. And oh, by the way, I'm using, this is the Ami Colé skin stick, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It makes my skin look like actual just skin and not makeup on it. And then I just spray the Dalba spray serum on my brush, and it just kind of blends it through together, and it just works really well for my skin, like I said. And I've just been having a hard time grasping like why I'm here on this earth. I love social media, don't get me wrong. I've been doing it for now like almost 10 years, and obviously not making money from it full time. I've been making money from social media for only 2 years, and it's very minimal. It's nothing like crazy. And as much as I've been loving this process and having more downtime and stuff, it's really hard to like want to post links all the time and pushing like sales on you guys, and that's just not the life that I truly want to live. It's not something that I feel is bringing you joy in your life or ease, or you're learning or growing in any sense. And I feel like it's really hard for me to just be on that side of like life. I don't even know if this makes any sense. I feel like I'm sitting down talking to you guys as I'm trying to process these emotions, because John keeps asking me like what's wrong. I'm like I don't know. And if you're 28, 29, 30, if you're like going through the same thing, please let me know that I'm not alone, because I just feel like I'm absolutely going crazy in my brain of like, we moved here. Last year was a big year for me. We moved to one of my dream cities I've always wanted to live in, Marin. I got a job down here, a really high paying job that I absolutely loved until I didn't love it and had to quit. And got a new car, got my dream car, you know, so I had a big year last year of all the things that I had been dreaming of. And now that I'm sitting here with those things, it's like, it's not enough. And I'm trying to figure out what would make it enough. And it's just really hard to make social media be enough purpose for me in my life, in my heart, in my soul. That just doesn't seem what's enough for me in my life. I don't know, maybe it's just like right now. I don't know. I literally have no answers. I'm talking about this to you guys as I'm trying to process. I'm not talking to you guys about like this stuff as I have a knowing that like I know these things. I really do not know quite any of this. I don't have any answers. I'm also using this Say Melting Bronzer, I think it's what it's called. The packaging is literally off of it. This is in the deepest color possible. I'll have all the products linked down below, and you guys seen me use these too. If you're new, I'll have everything down below for you guys. But yeah, that's just like where I'm at in my life right now. It's actually kind of pathetic, I feel like, of just like how much I'm just like, I don't know. But also like in this season of life, I've been reading a lot of things like when you've gone through so many different seasons in your life and you're going down a road that you truly have no idea where you're headed, that's when like magic happens. And as much as I can like say that to myself, my anxiety is like the whole time, because I literally do not know what's about to happen in my life. All of this also kind of stirred up more when John and I went to his parents' house this past weekend. I kind of celebrated Father's Day early because my birthday is this Saturday and then Father's Day is on Sunday, which is like, ooh, I get to celebrate my birthday around Father's Day, which if you know, you know. Got a lot of trauma around that. And I am just so grateful for John's family and how all like their love that they portray and the groundedness that I feel, because when you go to the forest, you're in the forest to rest, for rest. And oh, I'm gonna start crying. And oh my god, this is the effect that it has on me right now. The last couple of times that we've left, I feel like I'm leaving something behind that I don't want to leave behind, that I like don't want to, I just don't want to leave. I don't want to be there. I want to be there. And as I'm talking about this, I'm trying to process it. Obviously these emotions are coming up for a reason, and that's like where my heart is literally pulling me. And there's always a reason for everything in life, and I'm just so grateful that I met John. As you guys may not know, I manifested our relationship. I can tell that story another time. And I just continue to thank God that he brought John into my life, because you guys didn't know, I'm a very outdoorsy person, like very, very, very outdoorsy. And I feel like I lost a big part of that. I feel like I lost a big part of that early on when I like went to college and was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. And obviously, you know, like social media started getting really big. Social media, like Instagram, didn't really come out until like my junior or senior year of high school. so going to college, you know, social media was really big and you got to see what everyone was doing in life, and seeing all friends from high school like go to a different college and partying and like boyfriends and dating and just like, I don't know, and then sorority and then graduating college and getting jobs, and everyone's moving and life plans, people have partners, and just, oh my gosh, just so much. I feel like life just was like boom, 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 boom. And I feel like I've lost myself so many times along the way, especially with like my health journey. I'm still on a huge health journey. And as much as I feel like I've healed in certain areas, I'm still learning that there's always going to be a portion of you that you have to continue to heal. And I think with this birthday, it's really shown me like who I want to continue to be, and who I want and how I want to show up in life. How much I want to make a meaningful life, not just for me and John, but for like our future family. And that's another big reason why I am feeling probably this type of way, because I have never like gone to school or had like an idea of what type of job I wanted in life. Like I never had aspirations to be a teacher, or well, I did want to be a teacher at some point. Like I wanted to teach something, not necessarily be out of school. But you know, I never like had an idea of like what I wanted to do. I struggled with that so much in college as well, and got the degree that my dad wanted me to get. And I'm grateful that I was pushed that direction, because if I didn't know as much within like the human anatomy and my body and stuff, I wouldn't be where I am today, I think, with my health, because I learned so much through school and just science and stuff like that. And the first job I got as a clinical strength trainer, and being around so many different people who valued science and took different fields within science. My chiropractor, my boss at the time when I was working as a clinical strength trainer, and so many nurses and just doctors, and like it's a lot of more elderly people. And I just remember them telling me all the time of like, Jordan, you have so much more to live in life, and working is not everything. And I just remember hearing this so many times. I made so many great relationships then, and I was so sad when I had to quit my job because of my health, and I literally had to like nurse myself back to health and to be healthy and lively. And so when we moved down here, and when I started becoming a career nanny, which is like a full-time nanny, but like basically I'm a full-time mom, like I'm being paid to be a full-time mom. And I've always gravitated being a nanny. I mean, I'm the oldest of 3. My brother is the youngest. He's in high school. He's gonna be a junior. My sister is a sophomore in college, gonna be a junior in college. And I've always been like the second mom to them, and I feel like I still kind of am. Like my brother sees me as like his second mom almost. And I've always known that I've wanted to be a mom. And it wasn't until I nannied for the twins. You guys probably remember me talking about the twins, maybe not. But before this last job that I had, I worked in Sonoma with twins, and 1 boy, 1 girl. And I've always worked with toddler boys. I don't know what it was, but that's just like what I guess I was drawn to, and I've always done that. And once I started working with the little girl, she completely cracked me open. I thought I never wanted to have girls. I thought I wanted to be a boy mom for, I guess, the rest of my life. Like I was so okay with just having boys and like didn't think I needed a girl. But she cracked my heart open. And I remember like leaving like multiple times from work, like just crying, because I was like, I cannot believe how much I want a little girl so much. And I think I'm still working through a lot of trauma with my own relationship with my mom. And it's interesting because I always thought like, oh, how can people have like, I've always known like when it comes to a relationship with your mom, like as much as I love my mom so much, and I've seen other people love their mom so much, like you can still have trauma in a relationship and still work through different feelings while having so much abundance and love and joy for someone else in their life. And I think that's something that I'm kind of like working through right now. And I think as I'm like healing from that type of like childhood trauma, and talking to John more about like the trauma that I've been feeling surface within like, you know, the shadow work that I've been doing. I've been doing breath work through the Being Portal. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in that. But it's a lot of breath work trying to heal like inner child work and money and all those relationships, and that's all just so strong and a huge theme within my own life, my own karmic life, clearly, because I feel like I was put on this earth to learn something. I don't know, like I'm just going through all those emotions. And I say all that because I have never felt more convicted to becoming a mom than any other job in the world. And I know in society now, I feel like, oh, I forgot to blend it out on my nose. I feel like there's been a lot of stuff on TikTok that I've seen of certain creators' boyfriends going on a podcast. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I just don't like to put names to things because it's not my place. Like, that's not my conversation to have with their relationship. Like, that's up to them. But just like the idea of like gender roles nowadays, and feeling that like as a woman, like we should feel empowered enough to like build our own jobs or like start our own business, or you know, become a CEO of a business. And I just necessarily just like don't want that, and I thought I wanted that for so long. I'm just realizing that that's just like not what's for me. And I think I've never been so okay with like saying that out loud, that I'm still like hesitant, as you can see with me saying that, because I'm just like so unsure if I could feel so fulfilled just by being a mom, or if I need more. And as of right now, like that's literally all I want. Like when John and I went up to his parents' house this past weekend and we came home, I like to keep things private, but also like to share these types of things. And I know that I have so many loving subscribers, and so many of you guys just like love and I hope don't wish me ill on my life. And John and I actually found a house up in Cobb, and we've now looked at it multiple times, and someone actually put an offer in, we realized beginning of May, and they backed out. And John and I would love to live there. Like, it's a new built. Where his parents live, it's very hilly. There's a lot of mountains. I mean, Cobb Mountain, they literally live on top of a mountain ridge. A lot of the homes burned in 2015 was like the first start of like a lot of the Northern California fires. Before 2017, when Coffee Park in Santa Rosa burned, that's where I was living in that area. And so this is like the first time like him and his parents and I were talking, like this is the first time that I'm able to see so much growth and love and joy within his like hometown, because there's so much more that's being built and so much more that's lively. And it's just something that we just like really are praying about and hoping that it's right for us. And one day, hopefully, that's where God leads us to. And it's something that I'm still trying to understand and trying to navigate. But I don't know, we'll just see what kind of happens when that time comes. And I'm just praying that God just leads me wherever I need to be, to lead us to who we need to be in order to get the life that we truly do deserve and desire and pray for and just want out of life. Yeah, that's just everything that's going on. And so I'm just really grateful for this 28 years of my life, and I just know that there's a whole other chapter of my life that has not even started yet. And I've said this for years now, that like I just know that the day that my first child's born, like something is going to alter my brain chemistry. Something's going to completely change within our lives. And obviously, yes, being a mother and being a father is a complete change than not having any kids at all. But I'm saying like something within like my career or who I am as a person, or I don't know, something's going to be unlocked, and it's going to lead me in a direction that I need to be going down. And so that's just everything I am navigating in my own life right now, and just trying to figure out. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably more of a sad video than anything else, but it's honestly, it's honest, it's real, and this is what 28 is, and I'm grateful. John's actually taking me on a surprise birthday overnight trip. I have no idea where we're going. Literally no idea. Didn't make any plans. And I'm grateful he does spoil me like this usually every year, because he knows I'm just really weird when it comes to birthdays and celebrating birthdays. I would love to more like celebrate other people than celebrate myself. And so as I just sit here and reflect, I continue to just say thank you for being here. Thank you for wanting to show up. I know I have a small following, but I'm just grateful for each and one of you guys for being here. I just know if you are here, you are such an intentional, loving human being, and you just want the best for yourself, your own family, the people around you, in our world, and our earth, and Mother Nature, and just all the things. And I'm just grateful for you, and I hope you continue to show up to be the best version of yourselves, and I hope I can continue to inspire that for you guys. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.